Hello, everyone. I'm Alexis Brink. I'm a TAP, and I'm here today with Dr. Brenda Schaeffer. She is the General Coordinator of NATAA, and we have a great workshop coming up for NATAA, and it's called Healing Trauma Through the Lens of Transactional Analysis. And this workshop is very special because we have three amazing presenters. One is Vann Joines, who is going to present treating trauma with trauma resolution energy therapy. And we also have Dr. Valerie Batts, and she will share how racial and ethnic identity formation creates trauma. And then Dr. Brenda Schaeffer, she will identify the four types of trauma and trauma responses. So welcome, Brenda. It's so nice to see you.
Good to see you. Yes.
Brenda, I have a few questions for you. Um,
Okay.
how do you define trauma from a TA perspective?
Mm. Well, I think it's more a relationship. A trauma is any event or series of events that causes some emotional or psychological harm. And I think that transactional analysis is a method that we can use to heal trauma and to understand it, especially when we look at what occurs in the trauma, what beliefs are decided, basically the life script decisions that are made in the midst of the trauma.
And then how to resolve it. I think you will go over that in more detail in the workshop.
Yes, yes.
Could you just give a few examples of trauma in practice?
Well, I define four types of trauma, and I'll talk more about them in the workshop. But one is a trauma of omission, which means that there are certain developmental needs, certain affirmations, certain experiences we needed in a very orderly way. And as humans, none of us got everything we needed in just the way we needed it. And I know when I write about love addiction, I am aware that most people are not aware of these unmet needs and they're looking for them in other people. And yet they often choose someone that's similar to the trauma that they had. So I don't know if that explains it, but that's one of the ways that transactional analysis is related to that.
And so how we can use the concepts of transactional analysis to resolve that. That's what you will share, I guess, with the community, with the students.
Yes. I think that there are specific techniques, and Van will be talking about one of them. And I know for me, what I usually do is a very thorough life script, a developmental life script to kind of find out what traumas happened and when. Because there are some traumas, like I said, that are more subtle, like the trauma of omission. And then there's the trauma of commission. Things are said and done to children that never should have been said and done,
Mhm.
like you're bad or I wish you had never been born, and how those get directed in our life script.
Mhm. And so you mentioned, I think, two types of trauma that you will be discussing. You have two more.
Yeah.
Can you just mention them?
Uh, well, in addition to trauma of omission or commission, there's also the shock trauma, and that's a life event that catapults a person into another reality they've not experienced before. It could be something as simple as a hospitalization or witnessing parents having a violent exchange. So, and that these are really my definitions, except post-traumatic stress disorder, which is one of the more serious ones and that we hear a lot about. But all of these we are exposed to, and sometimes people have all four of these traumas in their history.
Yes. No, very interesting, and we all need it, and it will be great for therapists to learn more about this. And then Van will talk more about an energy healing modality to
Yes.
resolve it. And then, of course, Valerie has her own speciality. So that's a really exciting team that we're having. And Brenda, I just have another question about, since you are the general coordinator of NATAA, can you describe the relevance of these programs to the organization?
Well, yes, I think when COVID happened, we were doing the in-person events where you could go or attend all different types of workshops. And so we started this in, oh, I believe it was 20 or 21, where we started having online workshops by presenters. And it was a way to continue educating people about transactional analysis, but also providing more advanced workshops for those who are already certified in TA. And we've had a great response to these.
Yeah, you have a great global community now. People from all over are joining in.
Yes.
It's accessible. So this is very exciting. I'm very much looking forward to this workshop, and it's an amazing team of presenters that we have here, the three of you, very powerful. So thank you for doing this. And also, I just want to say again that it's November 22nd, so people can put it on their calendars from 12 till 2 Eastern. And the workshop is called Healing Trauma Through the Lens of Transactional Analysis. So we hope to see many people. And thank you so much, Brenda.
You're welcome.